Yo, so today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. Today we're going to be talking about fucking Vinland Saga and how this shit went from probably the most disappointing anime to me to one of my favorites in just one season. Just an absolute fucking record-breaking turnaround. Vinland Saga really fucking turned the franchise around for me. But first, before I elaborate on anything, let me give you a little bit of a disclaimer. I haven't read any of the Vinland Saga manga, and I'm just not as well versed in it as I am with something like One Piece, so I might be getting shit wrong here and there, but it is what it is. Without further ado, let me explain how I even got started and got into Vinland Saga in the first place. So I think I watched it sometime in like 2021, and I remember it as the one fucking anime that I watched fully on, and to me, it was an absolute fucking snooze fest. I only watched it because everyone around me was saying that it's a fucking god tier show. And it ended up being greatly disappointed. I did like the animation though. That's like the only thing that I liked in season 1 more than in season 2. But anyway, I liked the first 2 or 3 episodes maybe, and then it just kind of got old. I can't fucking relate to this revenge-hungry little gnome that wants to run around fucking murdering people. If you can relate to that, I'm sorry, but you belong in a nicely padded room wrapped in bubble wrap. I don't want anything to do with you. Askeladd was pretty cool though, and I do like how fucking Thorfinn, after all that edging and teasing and shit, he didn't even get to kill him in the end. And I think the main thing that really turned me off about the first season was that we knew what the fuck was going to happen in the end. Well, we had a good idea. We knew Askeladd was gonna die. And it was a pretty basic bitch story for a big chunk of the first season, from what I remember at least. It seems like the moment Askeladd died, there was a sense of, I'm gonna miss this motherfucker because I like him more than fucking Thorfinn. This motherfucker sucks. I hate my fucking main character. The main character in this shit sucks dick. Okay, maybe not that much, but you get what I mean. And maybe now Thorfinn will finally see being an aggressive little bitch doesn't get you everything you want. But moving on from the first season, I probably pissed off a whole militia of people with my fucking opinions on that, but it is what it is. Fucking Mappa picked up the second season, just like they pick up every fucking anime. I have absolutely no idea how the fuck their animators are even alive at this point from fucking picking up every dropped anime under the sun. There was a pretty noticeable downgrade in animation, at least to me, but I fucking ride with Wit. Wit drops straight fucking bangers, so you can't really shit on Mappa for not living up to that. Not like it really matters anyway, there was barely any fighting in the second season. But first things first, we meet fucking Einar Thunderhammer. And he's our little Askeladd, or second main character for this season. He's pretty fucking cool. But I feel like he isn't nearly as necessary as Askeladd because, holy fuck, Thorfinn actually experiences like the biggest turnaround possible. This motherfucker actually develops a personality that isn't fucking foaming at the mouth. I just love this fucking arc overall. I have seen some people shit on it on like Twitter, but I loved it. Thrown on a farm, and we know that we gotta do a certain amount of work to free ourselves. We meet a bunch of other slaves and people on the farm and all the fucking drama and the decline in mental health and fucking Kettle, or however the fuck you say his name. I thought goddamn Kettle was a cool ass dude in the beginning, but holy fuck, I couldn't be much further off. This dude is just a pissed off fucking Redditor that has constant PTSD from his ex-bitch. He's just an overall fucking weirdo. I had sympathy for him early on, but he doesn't deserve any of that shit anymore. Anyway, changing the subject from fucking Kettle, let's talk about the time on the farm and why the fuck I loved it so much. Because I mean, it's a pretty unpopular opinion that a fucking boring ass farm arc is better than the constant fights and wars and shit. But it's more about the fucking iconic changes that Thorfinn goes through as a character. In the beginning, he's just kind of a purposeless husk. He's just kind of living. He failed at the one fucking thing he committed himself to, and there's no possible way to redo it or anything. Askeladd is fucking dead. So he's just kind of alive, just because his body is forcing him to. Now, why do I fucking love this? Well, obviously, I don't love that Thorfinn had to go through it, but I love it because it's just much more relatable to the non-psychopathic person. A lot of people, including myself, kind of struggle to find much purpose or interest in life. Now, my case obviously isn't to the extent of little Thorfinn here, but it's similar. Thorfinn finally fucking discovers that violence and fighting isn't the solution to all of your problems, and realizes that he actually feels fucking horrible about everything he did and all the people that he killed. He was just kind of fucking numb to it. Now, let me talk about Canute real quick, because he's definitely an interesting case. So to be honest, I don't remember a whole lot from Canute in the first season other than that he was a femboy, but for the majority of the second season, he's just a fucking power-hungry, schizophrenic lunatic. Fucking manipulating scenarios to steal from normal people to make money and shit. It's pretty fucked, but I can understand why he did it. I feel like he has to do it because you gotta be a fucking asshole to be the most powerful motherfucker in the world. So he's the perfect contrast to Thorfinn in that he fucking developed in the opposite way. Well, let's get to the end of the season shit, because that's what really stood out to me. So let's just go straight to the fucking mosh pit or whatever, where Thorfinn was getting the snot beat out of him, and he essentially beat this fucker's ass without throwing a single punch. How fucking badass is that? And he goes to the fucking king, convinces him to dip out, and change all of his ideologies and shit on top of that. Just fucking interesting. I don't have much other words for it. Now, one thing I will say is, I do kind of wish that Canute didn't just have a change of heart there. That is kind of some fucking Naruto talk no jutsu shit, but one thing I learned about Vinland Saga is that they almost always take the route that you wouldn't really expect. Like, I was totally expecting Canute to just fucking spit in Thorfinn's face, but that didn't happen. But after all that, we fucking go back to Thorfinn's hometown where his abusive hot sister and his elderly mother reside. No, seriously though, how the fuck did this woman age so fast? I thought they said that Thorfinn was gone for like 16 years. This bitch had like 2 times speed on her or some shit, because it looks like she aged more like fucking 32 years, but I digress. But after that, we see Thorfinn with his fucking fresh ass cut, and then it ends. Now, to be honest, the story ending here wouldn't be crazy. Pretty much all of the huge problems in the world are resolved. I don't know. Probably, that's probably just a absolute fucking abominable take from me there, but you gotta see where I'm coming from. But yeah, I think that's about it. Let me know if you guys like me talking about other anime that isn't fucking One Piece. I'm not gonna lie, the only fucking shows that I've watched all year have been One Piece and Vinland Saga, so... But maybe I'll watch Demon Slayer Season 3 next or some shit. I do have some pretty controversial thoughts about Demon Slayer that'll probably piss some people off, but yeah.